Well, hello there. I forgot to film the intro for this video, so this is Editor Moon intro. This video is about. Bro, what's the video about, bro? I'm gonna be talking about my past couple of days where I've been getting into some proper discipline. Okay, we're talking every morning, 5 a.m. gym routines, okay? And dropping all of my friends, which has left me eternally lonely. Yeah, I watched a couple of videos about Hamza's thinker who got fired. But, anyways, it inspired me, and I thought I would talk about it a little bit. I'm also talking about my goals and the ways that I'm using to get to those goals. I hope that you guys can get a lot of value from this video. Maybe it inspires you to change your own lives in some sort of way. Maybe it inspires you to change the way that you chase your own goals. Let the video commence. Okay, so some backstory. I watched this video by Hamza's thinker. Okay, he said that Hamza hired him as a thinker a couple of months back, and during the whole Andrew Tate controversy, he was fired from the job, unfortunately. But during that time, he had learned a lot from Hamza, specifically with like willpower, building a business, and all of these sorts of things, and that really inspired me. And over the past couple of days, I have been going on this crazy motivation spree, I guess you could call it, where I've been going to the gym every single day, 6:30, eating good, sleeping good, or at least trying to, right? If you guys watched my video from yesterday, then you know I did not sleep good for the past like 2 nights because I've just been dealing with like some shoulder pain and stuff like I've just been dealing with some shoulder pain and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna get deep here because I was talking about Hamza's editor, or not his editor. I was talking about Hamza's thinker, and he mentioned that a big thing that Hamza taught him was just authenticity. And that's something that, this is kind of a weird sentence, but authenticity is kind of something I've struggled with because whenever I've been authentic about what I really think in my head, I've always been rejected, whether it be by friends, family, whatever it is. So I never really am fully authentic. So to be trying to build a business, build my social media, and I'm a video editor, so to build my video editing career off of authenticity seems like a crazy thought to me. But I'm just gonna get into it. So over the past couple of days, I stopped talking to everybody that I have previously been talking to, all of my friends and family and all of these sorts of things. And I did it because they were holding me back from my true potential, and like having certain people in your circle that are telling you that you shouldn't be working as hard as you truly want to be working, it might not feel like it holds you back. At the end of the day, I can only speak for myself, but I just started to notice the people that were in my circle, I would become more and more like them. The things they liked, the things they did, the things they said, it would just slowly rub off on me. And, for the past couple of months and years, I've just had this voice at the back of my head. That's the only way that I can really describe it. This voice at the back of my head, or like these eyes at the back of my head that are looking into my own mind and telling me like, why'd you just say that? Isn't that something that he does, or isn't that something that they do, or isn't that something that, like, why you're like, so you're slowly becoming more like them, but you don't want to be them. They aren't role models in any way, shape, or form. They aren't what you want to be like. Okay, like I want to be so much more. And if I'm going to get into specifics, which I might as well do, I want to be an actual billionaire. And I mean that. Okay? And it's actually important that I have this recording because when it does happen, I want something to go back to. And nobody in my circle currently, of course, everybody wants to be rich, everybody wants to grind, but like the moment that there's actually work to do, a lot of people talk shit, or they say, oh yeah, we're grinding, and then they can only keep it up for a day or two, and then lo and behold, oh, I'm tired, oh, I can't do this. And obviously I'm not saying that they're at fault for that. I have been that person in the past. But I'm just saying, like, for the person I want to be, if I have those people around me, I'm far more likely to go down that path. You know, like you hear a lot of these people, and these people, I mean, like Andrew Tate, David Goggins, they talk about, and like Joe Rogan as well, they talk about how your circle is very, very important. And of course, like when you meet with people once or twice, obviously that's not going to have a big difference on your schedule or personality or anything like that. But over the course of years, you start to take up traits. You start to, depending on the people you're hanging out with, you just start to get softer, or at least I do, So over the past couple of days, I was just like, you know what? Fuck this. If I'm gonna be broke and just have just this is hard to if I'm gonna be broke and have no women and have nothing that I really want and be around people that are constantly holding me back, or let me just say that differently. That's just like I don't talk about these things. Okay, I don't say this shit. A lot of people think I'm like rolling in it. But truth be told, I'm lonely, man. I'm fucking lonely as shit. Like outside of obviously like the meditation and the reading and like all that stuff, when I don't have that to do, I'm like bro, I'm fucking super lonely. I mean, even just now, I went outside. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm approaching my wits fucking end, man. I just want to like smoke some weed or or just like I just got some ice cream instead, like so I'm trying to make sure that I can manage my coping mechanisms because I don't want to scroll. Like I try to catch myself within the first 20 seconds of me scrolling, and I'm trying to manage all these things, but it's almost like my biology is pulling me towards these fucking like these women on social media flaunting their bodies and like and all of these things, and I'm trying to keep myself from divulging into that because I know where it leads. I'm not trying to get to that point. I want to get to somewhere better. Okay, I want to get to a place. Like I chose out a car, I chose out a specific figure of money that I'm trying to reach. I chose out like all of these goals so that I can hit them and then hit the next version. So to start, I cut out all of the people in my life that I thought just like were constantly. And look, if you guys are watching this video, no offense or anything like that. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but truth be told, obviously, like you were there. We've been in the gym together, and like, man, I was. It's not like I abruptly left. I was just like, you know what? It's been years, and clearly you guys don't want it as bad as me. I would rather die alone grinding than die with like, I mean, obviously nobody's dying, but like my point is I would rather go through this journey alone and know that I'm getting up early. I am not succumbing to my lust. I am not divulging into certain things. Like obviously I still have like coping mechanisms. I just got ice cream. But I'm not doing a lot of the things that I just do not want to do. And obviously it's not their fault for me doing any of that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm more likely to stray off of the path I know I should be on if I'm with people that are also straying off of the path that they know that they should be on. Okay, like just like skipping workouts and and it's also just like it's this zero accountability in the air. Like, oh yeah, let's just skip a workout, oh our backs hurt. And nobody has a problem with that. I would rather have a problem with myself and be alone and lonely than be with a ton of friends that have no problem with me skipping workouts. and have that brotherhood. Like I'd rather be alone, you know? So I mean, this is a topic that I don't know. I don't talk to anybody about this, okay? I mean, I had a really close friend that I used to talk to him about it. But again, like it's how long are we going to just say, "Oh yeah, let's be rich?" Like how long are we going to just talk shit? Cuz everybody wants to talk shit. Everybody on TikTok and Instagram wants to say, "Oh, we're grinding." But then they go out and hang out with the same friends that clearly are not putting in 110% effort. I have a friend, he went to Thailand to grind. He just made a grand over a fight over there, and I was meant to be there, and I wasn't there. And that pisses me off to my core because that was an opportunity I could have taken to get out of this place where I'm constantly being told, let's just rest. Let's take a day off. And I mean, the more I talk about it, the more my blood boils because I'm just like, this is not what I want with my life, like at all. And I shouldn't feel bad about not wanting this. I don't want this. I want so much more. I want the cars. I want the money. I want the houses. And I'm willing to do anything to get it, frankly. I'm willing to get up at 5 a.m. and grind every day of my life and do it all alone. I mean, even though like I've been doing this shit for like 5 days, this shit is hard, man. It's hard. Even like today, I was like, oh man, I just want to go on a date. Like I literally set up a date today. I was just like, you know what? Let me go out on Sunday. Let me meet this girl. Let me blow off some steam. You know, I gotta have an off day to fucking. I mean, obviously, we're still going to the gym though, but I gotta have an off day to just like blow off some steam, talk to some girl, meet her at like have ice cream, literally go on a taste test the place. But yeah, I just like I think it's important to have that balance. You have to have some semblance of balance, unless you're just gonna take it to the complete edge. Like I've thought about doing that a couple times, but I live with people and I know what I'm like when I'm at that complete edge. Like I reach that place when I'm in the gym a lot of the time and it's not pretty. It's not something I would want to be 24/7 because it's not conducive to healthy social relationships. But it would definitely get me to my goal faster. But anyways, I don't want to stretch this video on too long. I just meant to make a quick recording and say you guys are going to see a lot of me. I'm going to try to build a community around this. I'm going to make my logo after this. I'm going to seriously start taking content creation seriously. You're going to see a lot of shorts and, you know, click the link tree in the description. There's going to be the Twitter, Instagram, of course, YouTube, and TikTok. Those are the 4 platforms that I'm going to conquer. And we're aiming for 100,000 followers on all 4 in 6 months. So that's my goal. I know a lot of people say like, you know, aim for lower, but I just can't do that. I mean, I have no friends. I have literally no friends. So like if I don't have a giant goal if I don't have a giant goal to chase, I feel like I'll end up just being like, you know what, fuck this, man. I just want somebody to talk to. Like, fuck this, man. I just wanna hang out. You know, I just wanna go to a party. But truly, the most I'll do is meet a beautiful woman. That I can always try to make time for, of course. But yeah, I think that before I was truly putting in the work, so before the last 5 days, I somehow expected, and this is a veil of bullshit that's over a lot of people's eyes. Like on TikTok, Instagram, like I go through the comments and it's fucking crazy. These kids will be in there and just it's what I will say is it's not enough. However much you're working, if you have well, I mean, you can truly only judge it for yourself, but whatever you're doing, it's probably not enough. And I learned that over the past couple of days alone. When you put in 110% effort and you're doing what you need to do, obviously that's not like editing videos, or maybe it might not even be going to the gym. Maybe you're a runner or a swimmer. Whatever you are, most likely you're not putting in 110% effort. And this BS about, oh, we're grinding, it's like people that are grinding don't have time to even say they're grinding. Like there's just there's a lack of initiative, and this is a issue I've had for the past like 4 years. I mean, I was going to the gym, I was building my body, but in my mind, I was grinding and I'm doing this amazing thing. Why am I not rich yet? It's like, come on. I mean, I know I was not putting in enough work. And that's another issue with the friend group that I had. Like, there wasn't supreme accountability that I would expect from being in a circle with David Goggins or Andrew Tate. Like, these are people that are like Joe Rogan, or Jordan Peterson. Like, these are high level dudes that have gotten the social recognition, that have gotten the money, that have gotten the physiques. I don't know about Jordan Peterson, but they've gotten all of these pillars, that most men are chasing nowadays. And they all have big social followings. They're all pumping out content. They're all putting in the work. And I just feel like like before the last 5 days, it was just delusion. It was like, oh yeah, we're going to be millionaires. I mean, thinking about it now, it's just like, it is just supreme delusion, because like, no, that's not how it works. You don't become millionaires by just talking about how you're going to be a millionaire. You become a millionaire by picking something that is going to be your vehicle, or at least something that's going to be your stepping stone, and you work that and milk that cow into the ground until you get a certain amount of capital, and then you use that capital to hop to the next stepping stone, or you just build up that stepping stone to the point where it is, to the point where you want, and then you invest. My phone battery's getting low, but you invest that money into something else as your next vehicle, and then you just take that up to the stratosphere. At least that's what I'm guessing. Of course, I don't know, but that's what I'm going to do for now. I'm going to use social media as like my first vehicle. And well, no, I'm going to use video editing. So I'm video editing for different clients right now, and I'm going to use that as my vehicle while building up my social media. Take that as high as I can take it. Social media really won't die though, so I'll take video editing as high as I can take it and build my social media at the same time, and then use the money I get from that to either like invest in the stock market, invest in better video equipment, invest in options to like network with people. Maybe I'll end up going to like certain parties, or well, no, probably not parties, but like certain events and stuff where I can like network with other people that are also doing a similar thing to what I'm doing. Pardon me. And then I can like build up a network. Because if you build up a network and you have other people next to you saying, you have to get up, you have to do this work, you have to do that, then you end up working even harder. Like the issue for me before was that I would have this fire in me, but all the people around me wouldn't have a fire in them. So it ended up being like my fire would go out constantly, because I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to blame the people around me. Like, obviously, you are who you are. I'm not going to blame anybody. But I'm just saying, like, it rubs off on me. I can't speak for anybody else, but it rubs off on me for sure. Like maybe not after the first day, but definitely after the first month. Like that, the weakness rubs off on you to the point where you just start being lenient with yourself. Like I was talking about leniency for yesterday's video, if you guys watched that. And, it spirals out of control, And yeah, it's really important to keep a lock on that, because if you let it spiral out of control, what happened to McGregor ends up happening to you. I mean, even if we get the millions of dollars, you then have to keep the millions of dollars. You have to keep the grind mindset so you don't become a fucking cokehead, okay? You have to keep the mentality, okay? And that's why I'm really inspired by David Goggins, because he's a millionaire and he doesn't have a car. Like, he's a millionaire and he's still got that grinder's mentality. He hasn't let it get to his head. You know, he's still doing what he's always done. He's still grinding, running, doing his motivational speeches, and pushing forward with the same tenacity, I'm guessing. I mean, of course, I can't know what he's doing on his everyday, but I think that what happened to McGregor is that he let the money like take him a little bit. You know, he let it take him, and can't blame him. Money's awesome, especially when you have like that amount. You can do anything you've ever wanted, really. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's in the hundreds of millions already, so he can do tons of stuff. You know, you can't blame him. But my goal is to make a mindset that carries me through those hundreds of millions and still has me waking up at 5 in the morning. You know, still has me going to the gym at 5 in the morning. Still has me actually pushing until the day I die, because that's what's important. You know, keeping that warrior's mindset throughout the time. Of course, I still want the car and all that stuff, but it's important to exercise restraint on a daily basis to the point where you can keep it on lock, the leniency, okay? Because it spirals out of control real quick. I mean, you guys can look back on your own lives, you know, or the past couple of weeks. Like if you set some sort of restriction with your diet, you break that restriction once, and then it's like, maybe I could get a second little thing with the since I broke the restriction once, I can break it again, you know? So, you know, that's just something that you guys should watch out for, and something that I'm also trying to look out for as well. But I believe this video is getting, yeah, so 22 minutes. This video is getting a little bit long, but you guys can expect daily videos from me. One long, I'm gonna try to actually do 2 videos today. So this one's gonna go out now, and you guys can expect like 1 to 2 long videos and up to 7 shorts. So after this week, I'm thinking about rescinding my short output to around 5 shorts, around there, because 7 is just, it's getting excessive. Like between that and all the other work I got to do, it is difficult, you know. But yeah, so you'll see a lot of me. Moon signing out. Thanks for watching.